Open Your Eyes is brought to you by the Belize Bank, our country, your bank, and Smart, bringing people together.
Live from Channel 5 studio in Belize City, it's Open Your Eyes, Start Your Morning Right with your hosts, Sabrina Daly and April Martinez.
Good morning and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Start your morning right.
I'm Sabrina Daly.
And I'm April Martinez. Good morning.
And good morning, April.
Sam. How are you doing?
Girl, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good too. Just here on a wonderful Friday. The rains have looked like they've simmered down a bit, so I'm very grateful for that.
You know, it's been quite a wet week.
It has been, yes.
I know for the better part of last week, we were enjoying what we thought would have been the start of a cold front, which came just in time, really, for the Christmas season.
I was enjoying that.
And I remember watching the weather update every single day and looking at the satellite imagery and thinking, man, you know, Belize is really clear. There's nothing going on in that region. And it's just like the snap of a finger, and we had what felt like a tropical storm right after.
It was breezing and storming in Belmopan, and I said to myself, but where? Why? But it's simmering down, so let's just hope that it stays back in that cool front type of weather just in time for the Christmas season.
Regular folk always say whenever you're experiencing a cold front and the weather and the rain comes with that, it tends to break it up. I'm not sure if that's scientifically proven. And so let's just cross our fingers and hope that we keep some of the chill, because we do like wearing our sweaters around this time of the year. Aside from that, I know that we've been talking earlier this week, April, about the fact that it felt like a drag. How did it feel to you? I feel like we got here it took so long to get to Friday.
I think that because there's so many different things happening in my other work, that I did not feel like that. I think I saw you and Isani talk about it a couple of times this week, and I'm like, I really wish I felt that way.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that I got your perspective then, because I was telling Isani, I always wondered, the reasoning behind multiple people or whoever I would talk to when I say, I feel like the week they take long to finish, and someone else would agree. I always wondered if there's some explanation for that. Isani actually said the opposite of what you were saying as to why we would feel like the week was going slow, because we have quite a few on our plates. But in other cases, we also say when it feels like it's going fast, it's also because we have quite a few on our plates.
I think I was watching you guys have that conversation, and I think I was talking to my dad about it too, and he thought that yesterday was Friday. He's like, you're not supposed to do that Belize City today. And I said it's Thursday, but other people are having this experience. But I think because we have so much deadlines to meet. It's Christmas, and I know for some people that are in the workforce, it's kind of like a lull, they're kind of just waiting for the year to be done. And I'm like, I need more time because we have deadlines. And there's so many things that have to be done, not just for December, but for January as well. Like, we're already planning events in advance. So it doesn't feel like it was a drag this week. I think that it's Friday, and all I'm thinking about now is I have to go to work tomorrow. And then
you should be thinking about the fact that we have our first GST weekend this weekend. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. I have to say I appreciate the Belize Tax Service for ensuring that we understood what type of resources will be tax-free from GST over the weekend. And so while that isn't a part of the What's Buzzing conversation this morning, I know that you guys will be shopping up a storm this weekend as we get ready and prepare for the Christmas holidays coming up. But speaking of What's Buzzing, April, let's jump straight into it. We have quite a few topics to discuss this morning. And of course, it is Fun Friday, so some of them might be making you laugh. Well, while we mentioned that it is Fun Friday, so you can expect some fun topics to discuss. I want to start things off on a more serious note, April, because yesterday, me and Isani, we were so prideful to speak about an initiative that was taking place over the course of the few days after that tragic accident that ended in 10 fatalities over the weekend. We saw Pase Haylock from his community in San Ignacio, yes, bring people from all over the country and even internationally to support with just $1 to support the family members of the 10 deceased in the fatal traffic accident. And this, by all means, was a positive story.
It is a positive
It brought
story.
people together. And you're right. I should say that it's still a positive story. But we do have to mention a more serious update to that, which I'd say adds to it being not as positive. And just a few hours ago, really, I think it was around 2 a.m., Pase Haylock made a post on social media saying, "I have decided to close off just $1. The last day for donation will be December 20th. I was already contacted by a foreign donation agency to assist the less fortunate in Belize. I could have done much more for Belize. Unfortunately, I was attacked by 2 family members of the 10 deceased. Instead of focusing on the love and memory of their loved ones, they focused on money. Since this campaign started, I have barely slept and ate. Just $1 is done."
Wow. You know, when we were talking about it this morning, I said to myself, this was such a great initiative. I'm very sad to see that he decided to close the Just $1 campaign. I think that he did bring a lot of hope and love towards the persons that are going through a particular tragedy at this time. So I think that this was something really, really good for the community. It wasn't just about him. Also, it was just about the entire community of Belize, because it extended, like you said, beyond Cayo. He was talking about persons in Stand Creek and persons in other parts of the country and internationally that were, ready and willing to give. And to hear that perhaps some family members were disappointed with the money, or perhaps they didn't feel like they got enough. For him to say, you know what, I tried to do something good. There is clearly a misconception, or there is clearly perhaps a little feeling of ungratefulness, and therefore we close it. But I know that it's such a difficult thing to discuss, because we do this a lot in Belize, and I don't want to focus on that much, but it was the first time in a long time, apart from the Key-Cocker community, that we saw the entire country come together and give, $25,000 in 5 days. That showed community, that showed that we were there for each other, and for it to close down because I guess some people were unhappy, it makes you wonder what more we can do as a community. What more do we want from each other? And I felt I think I'm at this point, Sabrina, and perhaps I'm the mad woman nowadays, because I see it too often, where we try to do something good, and then this one bad thing kind of just ruins the entire batch. And it shouldn't be that case, because you have so many other people that could have benefited from this. He said it, I could have done more for Belize. And I'm very, very sorry to see that just $1 is now done.
Yeah. One of the themes that came out in the discussion that me and Isani had yesterday was the power of humanity. And I think we could have really seen that in this initiative, just $1. But one of the things that I also want to share as my message personally is, do not be discouraged by incidents like this, because as April mentioned, it's easy to get discouraged and think, you know what, this is the reason why I don't participate in these types of initiatives. And that's essentially some of the reaction that I am seeing online. Persons are empathizing with the experience that Pasi is having and saying, you know, this is why I tend to avoid putting together these types of initiatives, because you can't necessarily please everyone. And of course, I don't know, and I'm sure we don't know what the actual situation was that led to him being attacked. I do know that when money or when resources are involved, there's a lot of times where persons aren't necessarily satisfied. But we can't give one family $25,000. We can't even give one family half of that.
The fact
when
that
you have 10 or 9 others that were also impacted. And if I'm not mistaken, the video that we showcased yesterday said that Passy donated 2,100 or essentially divide 25 into 12. He gave 12 families $2,000 plus dollars. So I'm not sure what was the arrangement to include 2 other families. But one of the things that he did mention on his social media and on other news interviews is that he wanted to distribute the money equitably. So if you know what equitably means, it means that it might not necessarily be as equal, but it's who needs it more. In this case, it feels that, or it seems that there was an equal division of the $25,000.
Sabrina, mind you, right? And this is, I've been baffled by this statement since we saw it this morning. He didn't have to do this.
Yeah.
He didn't. He wanted to be of service to persons in need. And the community saw one man and decided to rally behind him and give. Right? And that, I think, is what is baffling to me, that someone or persons would attack him because of this. So, you know what, Passy, wherever your ventures take you, we know that you are somebody that does great community service. You are there for your people. And I hope that this isn't the last time we hear from you and from other members of our community, providing this type of service. So we know, I guess we're going to hear more about it later on today, Sabrina.
Yeah.
But on a more lighter note, it is Friday. Sabrina, you have some news to share?
Before we get to that, let's end on that.
We're from one influencer then to another. We're going to take it internationally first and then bring it back home. I'm just excited to talk about it.
Yeah.
But, and I think a lot of our viewers might know what I'm talking about, but we'll leave it for last. We'll leave it for last. So there was a wonderful influencer that I had already seen it, and then you shared her video with me, where she's creating these really cool makeup fashion design styles based on certain countries' flags.
Yeah.
And she, I think we were scrolling and I saw her, because she came on my feed as for Belize. So she did a beautiful Belize flag inspired makeup.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so beautiful. And I just love that she had the Mr. Peter's song as her background. I thought that was also
Talk about research.
Talk about research indeed. Look at that. So beautiful.
So this is one of the things that really stood out to me immediately, because the moment I saw this and I heard the Mr. Peter's song, like you said, good morning, Belize. I thought, okay, this has to be a Belizean, right?
Yes.
But then I slid over to check out the profile, and this person clearly isn't Belizean, but this is a TikTok influencer with over 300,000 followers, over 14 million likes on TikTok. And I have to say, I was so excited, just like you were, April, when I saw this post. I wish we could get the audio on it, because there's little challenges or little, I'd say, playlists that you can make. And so this TikToker has decided to create makeup looks inspired by national flags. Yes. And so she went with Belize. I believe it was probably earlier this week. And of course, we saw the comment section flooded with Belizeans saying, thank you for choosing Belize, my home country. And I just have to say, I love that.
I think that when we think about our flag, we just think about the red, white, and blue. And she, I don't know if you look at the details on the makeup on her face, but she's also incorporating the green from the mahogany trees. She has the flowers in her hair inspired by the black orchid. She has these beautiful red earrings. Something else too, the dots under her lips. That's a very Mayan-esque type of doing your makeup. Her, the entire eye shadow itself mimics like I would think like a toucan almost, the different colors on it, these yellows and oranges and reds and so forth. So she did a stellar job.
One of the things
on this makeup
I was hoping for is for her to include some element of humanness to it, because our flag is unique to the entire world of being the only flag in the world with humans. No,
not anymore. So
not anymore.
Yeah, there's another flag now that has
she should have still included it, because
but yes,
it's only one of two.
It's very unique. It's very, very unique. But I think, like you said, she's not Belizean, so she clearly had to do some extensive research to get to this beautiful look. But I thought it was really, really cool too, Sabrina.
All right. Well, moving into our final topic of discussion, and the one that April clearly was excited to talk about. Guys, so we've been talking about our celebrity basketball match that was set to take place last night. You would know that it was much more than just a celebrity basketball match. It was an event to raise funds for the Collett and Albert division. We had Devin Daly and Kaya Katus on the couch with us, I believe, on Wednesday or Tuesday, talking to us about how the funds from that event would support these two divisions and also their political aspirations. So this was essentially two young politicians or aspiring politicians coming together and collaborating to raise funds for a better cause. And that on its own was one of the reasons why I decided to support, because I have absolutely no experience in basketball. I'll tell you guys, I
was surprised about that.
I had a crash course in basketball like a few hours before the game.
I just figured your last name is Daly, and then Devin is a basketball player, that, it somehow flows in the family like that. But no, it also, because you have this competitive streak.
Look there.
You have this competitive streak about you that I just assumed that you were a basketball player.
That's the thing. As competitive as I am, that it's not enough to be good at a sport.
I just absolutely love, though, that you guys look like you were having a great time.
No, it was so much fun. I think more than anything, this game was about entertainment rather than athleticism, because there were a lot of people on the teams that had no experience and really just came for entertainment. We have Ozzy the Clown here on screen, literally wearing his Ozzy, his clown shoes. He had on makeup. Not only that, I mean, I don't know if we captured that, but there was this part of the actual game. Oh, look at me. I actually look like I knew what I was doing. You look like you knew what
you were doing a bit there,
guys,
blocking your tall cousin.
I actually did amazing. I take it back.
You were there blocking your tall cousin that, clearly you were, making great strides, Sabrina. But it looked like a wonderful initiative. I hope that you all were able to raise a good amount of funds.
Yeah.
I hope that a lot of people did come out to watch. I said I would just come out. Sabrina almost took me out. See? Look at you there. Look at you there, like
me again.
Blocking Indra there. You looked like you were having a blast, Sabrina.
You know what? I had this immediate reaction when I joined on the court. I think it was the first quarter, and I went in so excited to participate. And immediately when I saw how quickly these parts were moving, I looked at my co-workers, who I have to say thank you so much. Guys, we have such an amazing Channel 5 family here. They will go out and support you even if you can't play. And I immediately looked at my co-worker and shook my head. Nope.
So here's my question.
Gonna work.
Here's my question then. When they approached you for this, what was your immediate reaction?
So I said it when Kaya came. My immediate reaction was, oh my God, yes. Then,
like
oh my God, no.
Yes?
No. So I immediately said yes because of the reason behind it. And then I immediately said after that, there is our Channel 5 family. We love them so much. They came out with posters,
they
guys.
They came out indeed. Look at
but
that.
But yes, my immediate reaction was yes. Then less than a second after that, no. Then, okay. Because I want to support, a greater cause. But I also know that I would be of no use.
My biggest surprise wasn't even that you say yes or anything like that. I thought you were going to be on your cousin's team.
I know.
You were
I
like,
was shocked.
no,
I was shocked about
I am
that
going to
too.
be on the opposite.
No, and I had no part in deciding what team I would be
Okay.
on. That was just drafting a strategy, but I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun, and I definitely encourage viewers who did not make it to the event to attend things like these.
But
It
I
was
really,
good.
really love the concept, right? Because you're saying this is to, to raise funds for these different communities and so forth. It's a great idea, and I really have to say that
Look at
you did your job,
Officer
Fred.
Gambis there. He was on our team, guys, and he really gave a show.
The entertainment is real, and I have to say kudos to all of you guys for making such a wonderful effort and bringing community to raise funds together. That was a great. And Sabrina has said to me in confidence that we could see she play upon the court again sometime
I mean,
soon
you
next
just said
year.
that I told you in
You know,
confidence,
well, I'm
and now you're
telling you
telling
in
the entire
confidence to our
world.
viewers who will absolutely come and see you play next time.
So here's the thing, right? I'm so competitive that I will say yes to something even though I know absolutely nothing about it. I now understand that my competitive nature is not enough to be good at a sport, but I'm competitive enough to go and learn it and come back.
So see, now we're gonna see Sabrina on
Yeah,
the
so
court.
my 2025 goal, or one of my resolutions, will be to learn basketball
I
and to
like
learn
that.
it enough to be good at it.
Yeah, I like that, and I applaud you, and I will support you from
Thanks,
the
girl.
comfort of the bleachers.
That's fine.
Wonderful.
That's fine.
But that does it for our What's Buzzing topics for this morning. If you have any comments, of course, we'd love to see them in the comment section below on our Facebook Live and our YouTube Live. And if you have some topics that you'd like to share with us so that we can discuss it here on the couch, let us know in the comment section below. That does it for our What's Buzzing for this morning.
Moving on now into our Jingle Tales for the Christmas season.
Hi, I'm Christy, and today I'm going to be reading 2 poems from Being You, Poems of Positivity. Never stop learning. If you're wanting to win a gold medal, or fly to the moon on a ship, or work in a zoo, or be smarter than you, take heed of this noteworthy tip. If ever you think, I can't do that, it's important to never forget. There isn't a something that you cannot do, just a something you cannot do yet. And it sounds a cliche, but just practice each day. Let the hours turn into weeks, into months, and a moment will come when that thing will become just a thing that you couldn't do once. Changes come slow, but just give it a go. And I'm certain one day, if you do, you'll find in the mirror a vaguely familiar, better, more interesting you. Oh, I love that one. We just gotta keep practicing and keep learning to become a better you. I love that. Okay. So the next poem is Train Your Brain. In the matters of self, above everything else, take measures to treasure your own mental health. For your brain, like your body, I have little doubt, is made to be strong, but it needs to work out. So take your brain jogging through riddles and puzzles and lift heavy questions to build your brain muscles. Eat 5 facts a day for a balanced opinion. Try not to consume too much junk television. Take regular laughter and stretch out your smile. Pick up a new skill every once in a while. Have fun with your friends and be good to each other. Take regular rest so your brain can recover. Add good conversation to every meal and find a safe space to express how you feel. Be kind to yourself and acknowledge each gain and drink lots of water. It's good for your brain. Some great advice there. Remember to take into consideration your mental health. Take a break. Find a place that you feel safe. Have wonderful conversations. Learn new facts. I think that's absolutely some of the best advice from powerful poems for positive thinking. And next time, we will be reading The Fish in the Bathtub. I have no clue what it's about, but I'm excited to find out.
Jingle Tales.
I do too.
I love the stories that we get to enjoy. Some of them, of course, even though they're for kids, they have powerful messages behind it. And so I encourage you guys to continue enjoying them, or even just stop by and purchase a book there as well. Moving on into the weather update to find out what we can expect from the folks at the Met Service.
Good morning. Cool and moist conditions linger over the area. The 24-hour forecast. Skies will be variably cloudy. Showers, if any, will be isolated today. Then a few showers and periods of rain will occur mostly along the coast and offshore late tonight. High temperatures for today will reach around 80 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 82 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit in the mountains. Then low temperatures for tonight will reach around 70 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, 65 degrees Fahrenheit inland, and then 59 degrees Fahrenheit in the hills. Winds over the open sea will be from the north to northeast at 10 to 20 knots, and sea conditions will be moderate to rough. So please note that operators of small crafts are advised to exercise caution for occasionally gusty winds and locally rough seas. And then high tides occur at 9:03 this morning, then at 7:56 tonight. Low tides at 1:45 this afternoon, and then at 3:32 tomorrow morning. The moon will rise at 3:46 this evening, and then set at 5:28 tomorrow morning. Sunrise is at 6:14 this morning, and then sunset is at 5:20 this evening. The extended forecast. Skies will be cloudy at times, with a few showers and periods of rain occurring around the country on Saturday, then mainly over the coast and south on Saturday night. And now for the sargassum update. Impacts, if any, from sargassum will continue to be minimal, as observations show little to no sargassum over our area. And this has been this morning's weather report from the National Meteorological Service.
All right, folks, there you have it. It seems like we are going to get that cool Christmas weather after all. So let's just keep having our fingers crossed. But it is a fun Friday, Sabrina. And we have a jam-packed show lined up for our viewers this morning. And our first conversation is with the Department of Environment. They're going to be in to highlight their efforts of communities coming together to clean up their environment, making waves of environmental change.
In our second conversation, we'll be joined by our friends from Design Depot, and they will be showcasing high-quality paint finishes for a brand new feel.
And in our third conversation, and I'm actually looking forward to this conversation, is with music entertainer and singer and vocalist Miss Nicole Craig is going to be in the studio with us. She's going to be talking about her musical journey, and she just took out a brand new song like a couple of weeks ago, so I'm very, very excited for that conversation.
And lastly, but certainly not least, we'll be joined by our friend Dara Robinson, and he'll be here to talk to us about the 4th annual tribute to Otis Redding and the work he's been accomplishing with his feeding program.
All right, we're going to be having a lot of conversations about community this morning, but we do got to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll have the folks from the Department of the Environment with us making changes in the environment. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Nayeli Yakab, I'm the coordinator of the Benga House of Culture niche. Before the Belize Bank online service, I had to travel to San Ignacio because we don't have a branch, a Belize Bank branch in our community. Now with the service, I can conduct my transactions at the office, at the comfort of my home, just anywhere in the world. It has made my life much easier. I would recommend the Belize Bank digital services to everyone and anyone. It gives you back your time, it's highly reliable, it's available 24/7, and it just makes your life easier.
It's Christmas time, a Channel 5 bringing joy to Belize. From the news as to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belize in life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
I'm connected. Yo.
I'm connected.
We're connected.
Create the perfect broadband bundle that fits your style with Smart Connect. With the Junior Bundle, get 50% off your national calls and up to 6 gigabytes of data at no extra cost. Get postpaid added on for an additional cost of only $25 with the Prime Bundle. Stay connected with unlimited smart-to-smart calls, plus 6,300 megabytes of data and free international minutes. For the family, get the Binge Watchers Bundle with Netflix add-on for only $28.13 more. This bundle gives you 4 profiles with unlimited streaming on multiple devices. Visit a showroom near you to sign up and personalize your own bundle combination with Smart Connect. Smart, bringing people together.
Coming up, it's the season for love as this movement makes a difference for yet another year. The food we're serving, cocktails flowing, and the rhythms ongoing. Welcome everyone to a truly joyous edition of Caribbean Passport. It's all next on this station.
This weekend is going to be massive. Shop at any of our Benny's entity this Saturday and Sunday for our massive Massive weekends. 19% off plus no GST equals huge savings. Enjoy as much as 50% off on select items, leaving you with even more cash in your pocket. With falling prices and massive deals going on right now, you save even more. And don't forget your B-Bucks whenever you make a purchase. You also get double B-Bucks on Saturdays. Remember, B-Bucks is free money. Plus, with every B-Buck earned, you enter into a massive raffle for a chance to win 1,000 B-Bucks each day of our massive weekends. The more you shop, the more chances you have to win. Don't have the app yet? You can easily download via Google Play or App Store and sign up to start earning your B-Bucks. So visit a Benny's store or Benny's entity near you on Saturday, December 14th and 21st from 8:30 a.m. to 3 p.m. and on Sunday, December 15th and 22nd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Huge savings, no GST, double B-Bucks, and a chance to win 1,000 B-Bucks. It's the massive weekends only at Benny's.
Benny's, oh, Benny's.
Belize, get ready. In Your Kitchen, Belize Edition is bringing you simple, healthy, delicious meals made just for you. Join Chef Ainsley and our team of nutritionists as they show you how to turn local favorites into nutritious, tasty dishes. Plus, discover the amazing health benefits of everyday foods right from your kitchen. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. on Channel 5 for healthier cooking that's easy and fun. Brought to you by the Ministry of Health and Wellness, with support from Taiwan ICDF, making healthy cooking a Belizean tradition.
Welcome back. We're jumping into our first conversation this morning, and as we mentioned, it's all about making waves of environmental change. This morning, we are joined by persons from the Department of Environment, as well as Oceana. We have here with us Ryan Rivera, the Senior Field Representative representing Oceana, and Shani Rayburn, and she is the environmental technician representing the Department of Environment.
Good
Guys,
morning.
thank you so much for joining us, and welcome back, or welcome to our new segment.
Thank you for having us this morning. Very early, but thank you.
No, you guys get to start the day early and get ahead of everyone else. I know that there's a lot going on over at the Department of Environment. We also have Oceana with us. You guys had a big celebration just about a week or so ago, the award gala. But the conversation continues, the work continues, and a big initiative that we are expecting is coming up in January 18th to be exact, where we will be celebrating World Cleanup Day?
National
Cleanup Day. And so we will be seeing several organizations and groups across the country come together to clean up Belize. Talk to us about this initiative and why we're having the conversation so early.
Okay, so just to give some context on how we even came here. The Department of the Environment over the past few years have been working across the country cleaning up illegal dump sites and enforcing littering tickets. So what happened is that because we've cleaned up so much sites, we've known the cost it has brought to the government of Belize and of course the public. And we want them to understand that there has been increase in regards to waste management and of course the disposal costs, and due to that the Ministry of Sustainable Development and Climate Change has decided to come up with an anti-littering campaign. It's not just where people will become aware, because people are aware about littering, they know. From small they're growing up, they know about it. And so it's more of making a change, because with this cleanup there will be other enforcement activities happening as well. So what we have done, the Department of the Environment has undergone a consultancy to develop an anti-littering campaign strategy. With that strategy, it more creates a cultural shift towards environmental stewardship. So basically every individual action that is being done is then contributing to a national impact.
But that's really challenging though, when you're talking a cultural shift. I mean, we have used that term in many other aspects, but it's always associated with this big effort to make the shift that feels near impossible. When we're talking cultural shift, we're talking kids growing up, seeing littering and many other forms of negative activities being normalized.
Yeah, and it's not just people, it's companies as well.
Exactly. And so how do you believe that this campaign will make that shift?
So what we're doing is that an activity under that strategy is creating and implementing this National Cleanup Day. What we're trying to do is to try to reach out to several organizations and several areas. We want to clean up several areas, beaches, roadsides, highways, riverways, whatever it is that those groups want to commit into cleaning, we want to do that. And so that is where we are here today, to allow them to register, to give them the opportunity to do so and be a part of a change.
My next question, because we see small community cleanups here and there. I think Placencia is renowned for their beach cleanup days and so forth. How are you planning to get these persons together? So it's not sporadic.
That's where we come in along with other organizations that already have established bases of wave makers and volunteers. So what we're doing is we're coordinating with our environmental clubs, our wave makers, so that they lead an area, so that we bring them all together, right? Because like you said, there's many groups working, doing similar efforts, but we want to unite them for this class, so that it is one big effort and to spread more awareness. And when it comes to cultural change, we also believe that like Shani said, that companies need to be involved.
Right.
They also need to look at the type of products they produce. So because we need to focus on also reduction, right?
Yeah.
Right. We need to tackle the problem, and that's how we're trying to do it in a circular manner, from beginning to end. Because if we can reduce waste at the beginning, we don't have to manage it at the end.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. And you said that there are other activities that you all will be doing to promote longevity.
Yes.
Right, and I know normally we have schools that promote this civic pride campaign, and so for BTB is also pushing this civic pride campaign and so forth. But like Sabrina said, it's kind of hard to change the perspective of persons.
Yeah.
So are things like this going to be perhaps in the school curriculum? How are we planning to ensure that it stays and it has that staying power?
You'd be surprised that a lot of schools already implement environmental education into their curriculum.
Okay.
They invite us and other organizations to go and talk about the environment, steward, and to how to be a steward, and they also join for cleanups. For example, in the north, we have the Centro Escolar Mexico Junior College. They have implemented in sustainable development to their courses, right? And so organizations like us and other NGOs in the north go and collaborate with them.
Okay.
And it's a growing effort. I personally welcome that the education institutions are bringing in the environment into their classrooms, because then it creates helps to create that behavioral change.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on why we tend to travel outside of our country but respect the littering laws there? We hold on to our trash, but the minute we come to Belize, it's free for all.
It's a complex question.
Yes, I had that question to myself, right? Because I noticed, like, have you ever been to Chatamal and have you ever seen someone get ticketed? You've never seen it, but you have that in mind. And that's one of the things that we want to do here in our country, hence why we're having the anti-littering campaign.
Yeah.
And I know you asked about the schools. Currently, we had held the pro tempore presidency for Proyecto Mesoamerica. One of our component is environmental education. What we worked on this year as an accomplishment is how to come up with a policy that looks at environmental education within the country. And so we had a consultant that did that. We have a policy, and within that policy outlines several things that we need to do to get there within the education system. We had held a workshop, and we had NGOs, we had government entities, we had the Ministry of Education there as well, because they do play a part. A major role.
I will tell you that I've learned, and I feel like this is my answer to your question. It's easy to do things when you think nobody's watching.
Yep. Exactly.
And the sad truth is that because we have so much space, we have this abundance of green all the time, and you're alone and you want to perhaps smoke a cigarette or eat the chips, and you're like, there's no one here to hold me accountable, so I will do it.
So here's the thing. I have this one memory, and perhaps it's a core memory now since I could actually remember it so long ago. I was in high school, and I would go to a certain part of Belize City that's well populated to catch the bus. And I remember an evening after school, there were two persons walking ahead of me, and they so absent-mindedly, with people around, threw their empty bottles and their trash right on the sidewalk right there. And for me, I mean, I didn't grow up with my family members saying, don't litter or all of that, or maybe they did, but it just happened subconsciously that I just knew that I'm not supposed to do it. And there was this ugly feeling watching this person do this, and I couldn't understand because there were other people around. And so when you said that, we do this because we think no one's watching, there are other persons who do it in front of people in general, and that's perhaps the culture aspect of it that is so difficult to break.
And I have a question for you. What did you do when you saw that?
So this was a big adult person, and I was scared. I was very, very timid back then. I remember just having this ugly feeling. I remember picking it up, but I wasn't brave enough to speak to the person. But I think that the person kind of got the message that I wasn't comfortable with that.
And
but you did the right thing, though.
Yeah, it was a long time.
But you did the right thing. You picked it up on your own, and that's what we want people to get in mind. It doesn't have to start with DOE giving you a littering ticket. It can start with you knowing it's wrong, and you saying, you know what, I want to be a part of that change, and I want to let it start with me. That's where we want people to go mentally. That's the shift we want. We want them to know it's wrong and like, okay, I don't need them to give me a ticket, and I don't need somebody else to tell me. I'm gonna do it.
But it's so ugly. Like I have this thing just like Sabrina, where I'm like, the trash on the side of the road, it doesn't make you feel good, right? And it doesn't make you feel this sense of pride for your community.
And
it's
seeing someone
ugly.
do it also
And
is an
yes,
ugly
it's
feeling.
oh my gosh, this one time I was driving and this person in front of me was driving and they threw a Coke bottle out their window and I was floored. But those are the acts, right, where I'm saying like they probably didn't realize that someone was behind them and they saw that they did this act. Or people that do it when they're on the bus, right? Oh, I have nowhere else to do it, so I'll just throw it out
So
the
for people
window.
like you and people who have an ugly feeling, we want them to register.
Yeah.
That ugly feeling could start with them. Changing that ugly feeling.
We love the ugly feeling. That's how the change starts.
To your question, it's something that we experience in the north because there's a border, right? The northern border. And when I was working along with a club in the junior college up there, they basically adopted that section of the highway. And it would be sad because you would see people. We're literally cleaning there, and you'll see people passing their vehicles. The moment they cross the border, bags of trash through the window.
Crazy.
And then I said earlier it's a complex question because it goes beyond in civic pride. Because at some point there needs to be some sort of repercussion for these people.
Yes.
Yes, we do the cleanup, but then if these people who are the bad actors don't face consequences, then it makes it difficult for the good people to win. That is why I'm happy that the anti-littering program does include increased enforcement and training of a wider set of officers to be able to issue tickets, because it's a combination. To solve the problem, it needs to be a combined effort.
I think that for both of you that are technically field officers, right? And I imagine you guys go out around the country to, promote these campaigns and so forth. Do you guys see a significant difference when it comes to this littering culture between rural and urban communities?
We haven't looked at it statistically wise to say, oh, they litter less or something like that. But what we have seen is that persons in the rural areas literally take care of their environment, right?
That's why I have that mentality.
That's urban as well. So that's urban as well. But what you do notice is that they try. And that is what we want. We want them to continue trying, but we want to let them know that we're trying along with them. It's not them doing it on their own. And that is why we have a committee to promote this day, this national cleanup, which is very significant because in the anti-littering campaign, it also entails other aspects. So we have started the campaign even before we finished the strategy. We started training traffic wardens and town administrator for them to know how to issue a littering ticket and how much it costs. When you issue someone with a littering ticket, what is done, how much days they have to pay, how many hours do you have from when you see someone littering, how much hours you have to issue that littering ticket, because if you do go to court, all of the law comes to play. Right. And so we have done that. We've also donated drums within different communities, within those different municipalities. We've painted it with them, right, because we want them to let it be a collective effort. So we try to invite their own environmental clubs, and so that is where we are. And today we want to promote this day because it's very important to us as well, right? Like one of the questions I know people ask us is like, why in January? Why not this year? I mean, we're at the end of the year. But how I look at it is that you're starting the year bright.
Yes.
You're starting, let that be your year to do something.
So for us right now, and I'm glad you brought that up because we're in the holiday season, right? People are buying stuff and not just gift, but stuff for their house, firecrackers, all of these different things that will eventually be trash, right, next year. Do you all have any type of good measuring tips for persons to dispose of their trash during the holiday season?
If you follow us on Facebook, you'll see that we have some tips on how to reduce, right? Not
during the Christmas season.
During the Christmas season, because like I said earlier, we have to look at it as a reduction effort because it's circular. No waste purchase, no waste to manage.
Yeah.
So we give tips on our Facebook page and follow us if you haven't. to look at how you can reduce your trash for these holidays.
Save the wrapping paper.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like at work, we did our Christmas tree, and instead of buying ornaments, what we did last year, and we finished completing it this year, is to make organic ornaments. We made from cinnamon sticks, paper, cotton balls, crochet, macrame. We did that because you don't need to buy plastics. You don't need these things, right? So like Ryan said, it's more like the reduction. And that is a part of the entire strategy. We want people, we want you to have the things that you need, but if you can reduce at certain points, start there, start at reducing, and that is how you have less disposal.
So January 16th is approaching. 18th, apology. 18th is approaching. For persons that would like to be a part of this environmental change campaign, how can they register?
They can visit the Department of the Environment website. They can visit our Facebook page, but they can also visit the other Facebook pages for the committee, the Belize Recyclers Association, Oceana, the Coast Association of Belize, the Belize Solid Waste Management Authority. Those are the 4 entities that have been collaborating to make this a big effort. And so they can visit those sites. They can click on the link, register online. It's so easy. On the form, it even tells you what we're going to be providing, because we don't expect you to come and you provide everything. We want to give you the gloves that you need. We want to give you the bags that you need. We're also assessing
moving the trash where it belongs.
Assessing in that area to ensure that you have the funds that you need to move it to the transfer station. Right? And so we're providing all these things, right? And so we want to be able for people to register. The more that register, is better for us because we're making a bigger change. I mean, that could be a part of your New Year's resolution this year.
Absolutely.
This coming year.
Absolutely.
Farm a group and register and take on the task.
And what time do they start on the 18th?
So on the 18th, they start at 6 a.m. because it's very early. Don't want the children out or people out in the sun, right? So we're doing it 6 a.m. to midday. Registration deadline is January 6th because we need to finalize all logistics within all districts. We actually have different coordinators for different districts, and we want to ensure that you get your stuff in that you need on time, so that last minute, you don't catch yourself not having certain things that you do need for the cleanup.
Well, guys, this has been a great conversation. Just like spark that energy early this morning. So Shani, Ryan, thank you guys so much for joining us this morning.
And thank you for having us.
Yes. All right. We take a quick break now, but when we come back, we'll be joined by Design Depot, and they have a color for every style you may have.
See, more stuff.
So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hermine Vega. El Patio Grill has been using Belize Bank for over 25 years. We only use Belize Bank at our restaurant. That's why we were able to win this trip to Europe. I had never been to Europe. We found out it was Madrid and we were excited and we went to this football match. The teams reached before the game and everybody was just outside, You can't explain. The noise just roared like 3 blocks down the street, but when you got in there and you saw 70,000 people in there, that was amazing. I couldn't believe it was happening. I had to pinch myself to make sure it was real, because it's a one-in-a-lifetime experience, I'd say. My lucky plus one was my son. He's 18 years old, so he was really excited and he enjoyed it as well. He said it's his best trip ever, so it's a priceless experience that we got. Belize Bank has always been there for me. Whatever transactions or whatever I need to do, they're always there for me. I would recommend everybody to use Belize Bank. It's the oldest bank in our country and they continue to do their best.
What I would like to say to our Caribbean basin, we are living in times where we face challenges that come our way we have not prepared for. Sometimes we are not aware these challenges will appear, but they are here. What is important is all of us working together. From the family, there must be that support network.
Be viewing Caribbean Medical TV on this station.
Technology is ubiquitous, and it's transforming how, when, and where we work. Fulltech Systems is placing award-winning devices in the hands of information workers, allowing them to work without compromise in a world without wires, to innovate, create, and to maximize productivity anytime, anywhere. Satisfying the needs of the desk-centric remote and field worker and every other worker in between. We are providing the industry's best devices to businesses going through the process of digital transformation. Partner with us today to provide the solutions that will allow your employees to work effectively and efficiently to enhance your customers' experience. Full-Tech Systems, your technology center, where you'll come for the price, but stay for the service.
It's Christmas time, a Channel 5 bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belize in life with you. So raise your voice, it's Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
My name is Kenneth Chiak. I'm in Standard 6 and I'm attending United Evergreen Primary School. Thank you, BEL. This is actually the very first time I decided to try something out. Feels good, really good. I'm cruising down the road with wind rushing through my hair, my favorite song playing on the radio. But suddenly, I hear a loud honk and screeching tires. I look up and see a car swerving into my lane. In that moment, everything changes. I can't return to an hour before and reset time. If only I had followed the little slogan a mile back, eyes on the road, mind on the drive, drive safely to arrive alive, I wouldn't have been here.
I think engaging students in this competition is a great initiative because it gets them to start thinking about safety. It helps them in the critical thinking, and these students are the same students who are going to be our engineers, doctors, specialists. We are most grateful to BEL for the prize money that was won by our student Kenrick Chiak in the competition. That money has been put to good use to buy 10 projectors that we're going to use in the classroom to enhance teaching and learning.
Take control with My Social Security, your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. To create a My Social Security account, you must be 14 years or older and have a valid email address. Visit the My Social Security self-service portal at ssbportal.org.bz. Click on Create Account. Enter your date of birth and phone number. Next, verify your email address to continue. To verify, simply enter your email address and click the Send Verification button. Enter the verification code sent to your email inbox to proceed. Next, create a password that meets the requirements. Enter the name and select a reason for your account. Then click Create. Your My Social Security account was successfully created. Your information security is our priority. If you have a Social Security number, click Link My SSN to link your Social Security number to your account and activate using the steps in your confirmation email. If you do not have a Social Security number, click Register with SSB. You're now ready to truly experience Social Security at your fingertips.
Coming up, It's the season for love, as this movement makes a difference for yet another year. The food we're serving, cocktails flowing, and the rhythms ongoing. Welcome everyone to a truly joyous edition of Caribbean Passport. It's all next on this station.
May this season bring love, laughter, and cherished moments. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a new year filled with hope, joy, and new beginnings. Season's greetings from the management and staff of Atlantic Insurance.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connections. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are, as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together, if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough.
amount of cold seas.
So
that
for
I
me,
could never.
When I say I love Christmas, that's how Christmas feels to me.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
for sure.
really how it feels to me. We have here joining us this morning Nicole Craig, and she is an entertainer. This morning, she's here to talk to us about her journey as an entertainer, as a musician, but also she brought out one of her latest songs too. So hopefully we get to dive a bit into that, maybe even see a clip
Maybe get a little sneak peek.
for her music video as well. Good morning, Nicole.
morning.
Thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
this
for
morning.
having me. I'm excited to be here.
I
love
thank
the
you
new
so
set.
much for thank you, but thank you for serenading us this morning. I think I was feeling Christmassy when we decorated this set, but now I'm good. I'm mellow. I could lean back now and feel the spirit. Thank you so much for being here with us this
thanks
morning.
for having me.
I think for our viewers that might not know you, which I don't think, I mean, you all should know who she is. She's amazing. But let's talk a little bit about how you came to be the Nicole Craig.
Oh wow, you said D like in a capital letters. I've just been singing my whole life. Really enjoy music. I come from a musical family, so it's just always been a part of me. Always been something that I love to do, and I don't think I'll ever stop. So all that's happened is I've gotten braver. I've gotten more confidence and willing to just put my own music out there instead of singing other songs. So I think that's what's changing.
What's the genre? I mean, you have a lovely, like, smooth, almost like a Sade type of voice. But what's the genre that you normally cling to?
I don't know. I don't put myself in a box really. I think I take great pride in being able to at least try to sing everything, because I love all different types of music, and I think in the things I create that shows.
Yeah.
So I love making all kinds of music and singing all kinds of music, and it helps you grow as a vocalist too, because when you try different types of sounds, you learn different techniques, and so I've learned a lot over the years just trying new things.
You mentioned that you came from a musical family, and I'm interested to know what that dynamic looked like that allowed you to transition into being a vocalist. Because is it that your family members were all singers, or were they musicians that play instruments as well?
The whole works. I whenever people ask me that question, I always say that I grew up thinking it was very normal for families that everyone plays instruments, everyone sings. This is normal, this is what we do. I learned as I grew up and got exposed to other people that's not normal. But it just felt like what we did as a family, it brought us together. And we were a very religious family growing up, so we used to always sing in church. My dad played the piano in church. And I learned a lot about songwriting and creating from my mother and father, because when I grew up watching them, my mom used to write songs all the time, and my dad would accompany her, and they'd be making the music together. My dad would play the piano, my mom would be singing the song she just made up. And so the concept of creating music kind of came from that. Realizing that, hey, I could create something. Just like that. And so I appreciate them for that, and they probably don't even realize that they were doing that.
You also spoke about bravery and the confidence that developed over time that allowed you to share your art that you create with the world. Was there a point that you had to reach to realize that you were confident enough or brave enough to share that with the world?
Oh yeah, this bravery thing has been a journey. No matter how many times people tell you, oh, you sound good, if you don't believe that, it's hard for you to live that and express that and show that. And so it had to get to a point where I felt comfortable with what I could do, and taking more and more chances, putting myself just a little bit further each time. And so I remember, for example, when I started singing at the Frankie Renner shows, I was just a backup singer.
That's where I saw you for the first time, actually.
I was just a backup singer. I had no leads. I was just the one going ooh and ah in the background. And so every show, they would give me a little bit more to do till it got to the point where, you know, being one of the ones who sings some of the leads, it feels normal now, but it didn't start that way.
It's so funny you say that, because I got to see you sing solo. That's how I got introduced to you, and I was like, oh my God, she's amazing. Like, why? And that's when I started to Google you, and then I figured out who you were. But you know, right now what we want to do, Nicole, is get our viewers to, you had a beautiful rendition this morning of Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, but we also now have a lyric video to share with our viewers for them to get acquainted more with your music and your voice. So we're going to play that for them right now.
All right.
I look at you, I look at us, with what it means to be in love. Never thought you'd ever be mine, but your heart knew what to do. Could never be no one but you. Everyone else was passing time, and I need you right here now. We're gonna make it tonight some way, somehow. I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna fall asleep. Baby, I need to be sure you're laying right next to me. I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna have to try to figure out another way to spend the rest of my life. The rest of my life. The rest of my life.
No matter time of day, when I see your face, I wanna know just what you're thinking. Have to find a way, in the time and place, I know you know it's you I'm missing. The way that you talk and the way that you smile, girl, I had to make you mine, always gonna treat you right. Never had a better vibe, even in another life, it's gonna be you. I need you right now. We're gonna make it tonight, some way, somehow.
I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna fall asleep. Baby, I need to be sure you're laying right next to me. And I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna have to try to figure out another way to spend the rest of my life. The rest of my life. The rest of my life. No matter what they say, I'm gonna hold you tight. I need you right here, baby. You're all I need, you any long as you know. I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna fall asleep. Baby, I need to be sure you're laying right next to me. And I don't wanna be without you. I don't wanna have to try. Baby, there's no better way to spend the rest of my life. The rest of my life. The rest of my
Beautiful, beautiful. The Rest of My Life by Nicole Craig and Jacas. Indeed. Let's talk about the I don't want to say inspiration, because when you're writing, you're thinking about what a good song would sound like and so forth. So let's talk about the work that led up to this point of the video.
Up to the video? Wow. Well, to be honest, Rest of My Life is track 8 of body of work I've been putting together for some years. And to be quite honest, it's supposed to have been that 8-track collection of music was supposed to be a visual album. That's what I wanted to create.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a story, like a musical, where every track is like sandwiched between acting, and by the time you get to the end, you got a full plot.
Like Hamilton.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it's obviously going to be a story about someone's journey of love, right? And I believe that Rest of My Life was like the culmination of what the person found. They found love, they found happiness. And so I released this one first, because I really love this song, and I felt like it's a song that would resonate with people. And so it was one that we could easily shoot something for, we could easily put something together, and I wanted to perform it live. I was asked to perform at the Blaze Awards,
yes.
and Justin was going to be there. And I realized what a perfect opportunity for us to sing this song together as well. And so it kind of all just fell into place. So we shot something and we released the song, and it's been great ever since.
That's fantastic. I know that April said that she didn't want to ask about the inspiration, but after hearing you say that this was just one piece of a puzzle in an entire broader concept, when we're talking visuals for music, even here in Belize, it's something that I always look forward to because, I mean, there's so many opportunities to see the storyline, to see the country even, but what was your inspiration behind the actual story of your project? I mean, we're talking two people finding each other,
Right. Well,
love.
yeah.
Is it from a personal experience?
A
or
mix of personal, a mix of observations of people's lives, but in reality, it was something that towards the end became sort of almost like a social thing for me, because it talks about toxic relationships, mentally and emotionally abusive relationships, and moving from that state to one of finding real love and real happiness, and how difficult that really is. And so the songs tell the story of that journey, and so there's a lot to draw on, and I think that message on a whole, and that story on a whole, is a lot of people's story. There's something in there that connects with something you've been through, and I feel like it would be so meaningful to be able to share that and have people see the music in that light as a package. So it's still a dream of mine to complete that visual album. The songs are ready. It's just
the visuals,
it's just
right?
the visual. They're very expensive, I've learned.
Yes.
We are 2 songs in.
So what's the other song?
What's the other songs?
Yes, what are the other songs?
Would you want me to list them all?
Why not?
Wow, okay. You got me to pull names. Okay, Poison, Bad Decisions, Reckless, Goodbye. Goodbye is also out to listen to as well. Let It Go, Perfect, Catch Me, and Rest of My Life.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
But
a
you see
good
how I had
sequence.
to think about that?
No, but that's a good sequence, because it kind of ties into the story that you're trying to produce, right?
And the titles already kind of tell you what's happening and you know what it's leading up to. I mean, you mentioned that you have been performing for quite some time, and this journey is just, I imagine, just starting.
I hope so.
Are you on any of the listening platforms that we can access your music?
Oh, yes. I am. I'm everywhere. I literally have every form of social media, and I am on all streaming platforms. And so you can see the video you just watched on YouTube, on my Facebook page, and then you can listen on all the streaming platforms as well. And then of course you could follow me on my journey and the things I do on Instagram. And if you really want to see my personality, that's TikTok.
I agree. So I actually saw you on TikTok as well. And I have to say, that's where I was able to look at you differently from the performer, because like I said, I heard you for the first time at one of Frankie Reno's show. I think it was last year. And then I saw you on TikTok, and I think it was like Get Ready With Me, or like Cook Something. And I was like, oh my God, like she's like us, you know? she's regular like us, and she's so funny too. And I think that's another way that your listeners can connect with you too, because we like Nicole Craig as the performer, as a singer, but we also like the human aspect of who you are too, you know? And a lot of times as fans, we tend to put our artists that we love on pedestals, and we think that, you know, they're supposed to fit this image, but no, you're Nicole Craig that lives in what? Gardenia Village?
Right, I'm a regular person, and I love to cook, and I love to make fun of things.
Yeah.
Love it. And I think what we really need to start doing in Belize is that you are, you know, an amazing, extraordinary Belizean artist and so forth, and it's amazing to see you push your platform and to hear your songs on Spotify and on the radio.
Well, I'd love to have my songs on the radio.
Yeah.
That's been a challenge. So I'd like to say to all Belizean radio stations, I'd love to have my song played.
Yes.
I'm I've been trying to reach out to some of you, and I'll keep trying, but I'd love to have my song on the radio.
I think that more Belizeans, if we hear ourselves on the radio, you know, we're more inclined to go on Spotify and download that song and so forth. So I really, really love that you are here. Thank you so much for being here, because Nicole, she pretends like she's not an entertainer, but she absolutely is.
Do you think that you're not an entertainer?
I think I just just do stuff.
And
just do stuff.
That it right there. And I'm like, no, she's the Nicole Craig, and you have to give her that space and that wonderful respect. So we listen to her songs, download her songs on Spotify and YouTube, because you have this one and the other song on Spotify already.
Yes, they're
both on there. So just type in Nicole Craig. Listen to the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Hear all of her other songs, and we would love to get another performance from you sometime soon.
I'd love to be back.
Awesome.
All right.
Thank you, Nicole.
We'll take a quick break now, but when we come back, we'll have much more conversations for you on Open Your Eyes.
Take control with My Social Security, your secure online account to manage all your Social Security information. To create a My Social Security account, you must be 14 years or older and have a valid email address. Visit the My Social Security self-service portal at ssbportal.org.bz. Click on Create Account. Enter your date of birth and phone number. Next, verify your email address to continue. To verify, simply enter your email address and click the Send Verification button. Enter the verification code sent to your email inbox to proceed. Next, create a password that meets the requirements. Enter the name and select a reason for your account. Then click Create. Your My Social Security account was successfully created. Your information security is our priority. If you have a Social Security number, click Link My SSN to link your Social Security number to your account and activate using the steps in your confirmation email. If you do not have a Social Security number, click Register with SSB. You are now ready to truly experience Social Security at your fingertips.
Coming up, it's the season for love, as this movement makes a difference for yet another year. The food we're serving, cocktails flowing, and the rhythms ongoing. Welcome everyone to a truly joyous edition of Caribbean Passport. It's all next on this station.
May this season bring love, laughter, and cherished moments. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a new year filled with hope, joy, and new beginnings.
Season's greetings from the management and staff of Atlantic Insurance.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Mikado! Mikado!
This Friday, the 13th, Mikado is offering a real throat slashing on prices. Come and get a great deal this Friday the 13th. Don't miss our massive Black Friday this weekend, Friday the 13th. All our prices will be peeled to the bones. Come downtown to Mikado at number 37 Albert Street and get awesome deals on all our items this Friday the 13th.
Jason, please let me go. Let me go, please, Jason. I am going. Spare me. I must head to Mikado now for the Friday the 13th sale.
I have slashed the prices at Mikado. Now go take advantage of the low prices this weekend, Friday the 13th. Go now.
Mikado, your textile powerhouse. Centrally located at 37 Albert Street, Belize City.
For 15 years, Oceana Belize has proudly stood alongside the people of Belize, protecting our marine habitats, safeguarding livelihoods, and ensuring that the beauty of our Caribbean Sea endures for future generations. Together, we've achieved incredible victories, safeguarding habitat from the inherently dangerous and destructive offshore oil development, to increasing the use of selective fishing gear to reduce overfishing, advocating for a sustainable future for all Belizeans.
We want to always be able to fish. Oceana listened to us and made sure our voices were heard by the decision makers.
Being a wave maker has shown me the power we have when we come together for something bigger than ourselves.
I am proud to be part of a team of dedicated Belizeans who wholeheartedly believe in the people of Belize and the right to a healthy, thriving ocean.
But our work is far from done. So many challenges confront the Caribbean Sea, from the existential threat of climate change to insidious illegal fishing. Together, we will continue fighting to protect the people, Alawi, who depend on the beauty and bounty of our waters. With your support, we look forward to the next 15 years, committed to empowering communities, safeguarding marine ecosystems, and creating a future where both people and special places thrive. We're proud to stand with you for our Belize, land of the free by the Caribbean Sea.
Welcome back to Open Your Eyes. Joining us for our third conversation, we have our friends from Design Depot, all in one place. With us this morning, we have Marketing Manager, Miss Christy Ortiz. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Brand Manager of Sherwin Williams Paints, Carlos Granados. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
And season's greetings.
Season's greetings. Thanks for having us. I'm starting
Again,
to feel like family at
you
this
really
point.
are at this point.
Yes, you should feel that way. But let's talk about what's happening right now for the Christmas season over at Design Depot.
Okay, well, the Christmas season, as you know, brings renovations and everybody wants to get new paint and new tiles and new appliances. And I'd like to invite them to come on down to Design Depot. So as you may know, there are tax-free weekends happening all over the country and everybody taking advantage of that in the best way. So Design Depot is not also in doing those weekend with or extending hours, which is Saturday and Sunday. We're going to be opening from 8 to 5 p.m., which is the first ever for us. And in addition to that, we're going to be adding up to 25% discount on store-wide products.
And that's aside from the
GST
free. Wow.
So
okay. I'm looking at 25%
plus
plus
12.5.
12.5%.
Yes.
So it's almost like a 37.5%.
Yeah, so this is not going to come around too often. So I'd encourage everyone to come on down to Design Depot. If you are holding off on that project because, hey, you want to stretch your dollar and the funds might have been better spent somewhere else, you know what? Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
These are all appliances at Design
appliances. We have all our tiles from around the world. Sherwin-Williams around windows and doors. Kohler kitchen and bath fixtures.
Wow.
One of the things that I love that you pointed out right away, Christy, is that during the Christmas time, we want to renovate our spaces. We want to prepare our homes for a new year. In this case, 2025 is coming up, and we're thinking new paint scenes. Just earlier, April was saying that she needs to repaint her bedroom. Yes. And so we have here with us the brand manager of Sherwin-Williams, talking to us about why you guys should be choosing Sherwin-Williams as your paint of choice. Talk to us about what's so special about Sherwin-Williams that made it such a household name for so long.
Well, Sherwin-Williams has been around for over 100 years, to be exact, 158 years.
Wow.
So we have been around for quite a while, perfecting the quality of paint. And when you hear Sherwin-Williams, it's quality paint. We have premium paints that we offer here in Belize, especially for our type of climate that we have here in Belize. That's rain.
I didn't know
sun.
that you would have paint for a special type of climate.
Yes.
So what makes paint quality then when you're purchasing paint to paint the inside of your home versus the outside of your home?
Well, for interiors, it has to be low VOC. You don't want to paint
What's
that's
VOC?
Well, some paints have a lot of metals in it.
Okay.
Copper. Our paints have mercury-free, copper-free, lead-free, so you don't get that long-term effects of the chemicals that paints. So Sherwin-Williams, they work on perfecting, removing all those harmful
ingredients.
For the interior of paints.
That's true. And the outside?
Outside, all of our paints are eco-friendly.
Eco-friendly. So you mentioned one of the things that's unique about Sherwin-Williams and why it's so perfect for Belize is that it's good for our environment, one, but it's also perfect for the type of climate that we have here in Belize. So will this type of paint stand against the rains, the heat that could potentially crack easy, the hurricane, somebody to scratch our wall and it easily peels off? What can we expect from Sherwin-Williams paints?
Oh, well, we have a lot of type of paints for all type of surfaces and all type of conditions. For example, coastal areas, we have our premium paints that are specially designed for high humidity, high alkalinity on the surfaces.
I never thought of that when I go and purchase paint. I'm just like, like eggshell white. That's all I think of the color.
The types of paint that are compatible for different materials. I definitely wonder about.
Another thing.
Yeah.
So, for example, a paint that we would recommend for Belize City, well, we wouldn't recommend it for Orange Walk. We don't get any high alkaline.
Wow.
So if you come to Design Depot and we ask a lot of questions, it's because we want to recommend.
Okay. Wait. Okay, me go first. I said okay first. All right. So you just said that there are certain paints that you wouldn't recommend to Orange Walk that would get here in Belize City.
Or to Placencia.
Or to Placencia. So what would be the effects if I do something like that? If I purchase a paint that I would use here in Belize City, but use it in Placencia?
First of all, what I do when I go out, I go around all the country visiting projects. I use a pH pen. So what this pen does is measures the alkalinity or acidity of the concrete on the surface. And based on this would tell me, okay, I would recommend you which primer, a Sherwin-Williams primer you would use and which finish you would use. So the higher the darker the color gets.
Can you show it up?
Yeah.
So the higher, which is
the darker,
the dark.
Yeah. This blue. The higher the alkalinity is.
Okay.
The acidity. So that's the reason why you see some buildings chalky, or you see fading in buildings, because the paints were not alkaline resistance.
Wow. So my question would be more towards so for persons that are living Belize City that are living more towards that sea breeze, that salt breeze type of area, you would have a different recommendation of paint from somebody like where I live in Belmopan that kind of enclosed to all of that wind.
Yes. And you may need not worry if you've already painted your home and oh my goodness, it's chalky now, rub against it, or it's peeling, it's chipping. Our guys were able to go to your home and check it out, and we're going to recommend to you what the best option is. And we have different solutions to help you with that chalkiness, right? So for example, we have a conditioner that you can apply on your home, and it helps the paint to adhere,
it's
to bond
like
better.
You're washing away the bad paint and then making room for the new paint without taking off the paint from your house.
So this product here, surface conditioner, is a solution for bonding. So if you have chalky surfaces and you don't apply a bonding agent and you repaint, you'll get blisters on your wall.
What? So when it has a bubble, that's what the blisters are.
Yes.
Okay.
I know. Same thing you're feeling. I'm feeling. Oh my gosh.
All right. So as somebody that might be a first-time homeowner and might not know what type of paints to purchase for interior and exterior households, right? Not just the gates and so forth. How do I purchase paint, and what kind of finish do you recommend?
Well, it depends. Interior for different sections of the house, for high traffic areas, kitchens, we always recommend a higher glass, which is easier to clean. For bedrooms, it's more like it's your space. You want something cozy. So a flat. You don't want too much glare in your room.
Right.
Your ceiling, a flat finish. Well, some people like glassy. For bathrooms, a glass finish as well for high humidity.
Okay.
So we ask a lot of questions to see what type of finish you would like.
There was a paint that I bought once, and I just bought paint, right? And I was brushing, painting the room, and the bristles of the brush stayed on the wall. What did I do wrong?
First, that's the wrong brush.
Okay.
So there's oil-based brushes. There's latex brushes, which are softer, so you don't get streaks on your wall, especially on where the molding you brush, and then you get that.
What about painting on wood? Do you use a special type of paint and brush or roller as well for wood?
Yes, we do have old-fashioned people that use oil paint for wood, but we do have a high-quality water base. Sherwin-Williams is moving away from that oil base and just perfecting the water base that also withstands and it's better than oil-based paint for exterior.
Wow, that's
do you all do varnishes as well?
So at Design Depot we have 3 lines. We have industrial line, which is all for industrial projects,
Airports, factories.
We do
hospitals.
flooring as well, flooring, walls, for metal structures. We have our line of wood, which is the varnishes, stains, sealers. We have architectural, which is the premium water-based paint. And 2025, we're introducing our automotive line at Design Depot.
Wow.
So paint for vehicles.
Yes.
Which is really, really good as well.
Yeah. Yes.
And I imagine that will have its own science behind it when you think of climate and paint that is needed for vehicles, because I see some paint that chip really easily on vehicles as well.
Right.
Yes.
Wow.
So all of this and more for 37.5.
Yeah.
I'm still reeling on that, and I'm also reeling on the science behind all of these different paints. I'm still on that particular topic in my head. But what else can we expect from Design Depot this season?
Well, we can expect that we have our experts, and when I said experts, I meant that word. Our staff, they're well versed in their in fact, we're cross-verse in all our departments, but we have our specialized experts that you come with an issue. Oh, I got this tile. I thought it was for outdoors. You know what? We got a solution in Sherwin-Williams that you can put down on your tile to make it a bit more grit. You know, we have solutions for so many things in Sherwin-Williams. So if you're thinking, you know, I made this mistake or I need this solution, just check with us. Our experts would definitely have something to recommend for you. And if you're a do-it-yourselfer like you are and like I am, I tested out the product. And it's, let me tell you, when I painted my master bath, it was so easy. It was so fun. My husband was like, girl, why don't we get somebody to do that? I'm like, no, I want to do it. I could do it.
I'm not an Isani, but I will, you know, ask the expert to give me the proper brush.
Yeah.
Now you will.
Now I will. Well, I have, okay, so this was my thought process, right? I have brushes at home. I just need the paint. Because, you know, we do all of these do-it-yourself projects at home. But now I know I need to also get the
correct brush, the correct rollers.
Yes.
And with Sherwin-Williams, your paint is, I would say, is very stretched. Like, for example, I thought I needed 2 gallons, 1 gallon, and I had extra to like do all my little fixes on
good
there.
coverage.
It's it had great coverage. When you rolled that thing on, it was so smooth, dried so quickly, you didn't smell anything.
And I know you guys are based here in Belize City, but
Yes,
do
we
you
are.
all do shipping across the country?
So Design Depot offers delivery countrywide. We offer free delivery within city limits, and you can locate Sherwin-Williams at our dealers across the country.
Okay.
So if you're not able to come to Belize City, we have Sherwin-Williams in Orange Walk, in Corozal, in Placencia, in Cayo, in Belmopan. So you can locate Sherwin-Williams countrywide.
Fantastic.
Wonderful, guys.
Well,
Thank you
guys,
so
this
much.
has been a wonderful conversation. Always a pleasure having you guys here chatting with us about what we can expect over at Design Depot. We wish you all the best.
We wish you guys too. Thank you.
All right, we're going to take a quick break now, but when we come back, it's all about a tribute to Otis Redding's timeless music. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
My name is Leomar Langsert and I'm a teacher and I bank with Belize Bank Independence Branch. What I enjoy is to see if the features that the app offers. I have a sense of not having to worry or be concerned about somebody finding my password and username to sign in the application because of the use of the one-time password. And another feature that I love, that I use the most, is how the app synchronizes with my fingerprint on my device. I enjoy the rapid and easy, seamless process to apply for loans through the Belize Bank, and I don't have to be having too much back and forth to visit or take time to visit the bank. They also start to offer the online applications through the app for loan applications, which I believe is very neat. I would definitely recommend Belize Bank to other teachers because one of all the features and advantages that the app offer. With these online that Belize Bank offered is basically everything that you can do in the palm of your hand. So I would definitely recommend the bank to other teachers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what you've been waiting for. In this corner, we have the masters of limitless power and unbeatable connection. Pioneers of 4G LTE in Belize. It's the undefeated champion, Smart. And in the other corner, struggling to keep up, it's the other guy. Fight! Tired of getting blow after blow from a plan with the other guys? It's time to tap out and join the winning postpaid plan provider. Smart's postpaid plans are a total knockout to the competition, and they have once again powered up their postpaid plans. Sign up for one of Smart's boosted postpaid power plans today and experience the victory of superior service. Smart, bringing people together.
Christmas time, a Channel 5 bringing joy to Belize. From the news desk to the great outdoors, we've been working to give you more. From morning shows to breaking news, serving the truth is what we choose. Oh, Channel 5, I'm on your side. Through every storm, we're your guide. With laugh, debates, and moments true, we share Belizean life with you. So raise your voices, Christmas cheer. We've got big plans for the coming year. Together we thrive, here's to Channel 5. Let's keep the magic of hope alive. We've got goals that shine so bright, like a Christmas star on a silent night. More content, stories, and tech upgrades. Oh, Channel 5, we're here to stay.
Welcome back, welcome back. We are joined by no stranger. In fact, I think you're also family to open your eyes as well. Family. We have Dara Robinson on the couch with us, and he is going to be talking to us about his tribute to Otis Redding.
On dance.
On dance. All right. Good morning, Dara. How are you doing?
Blessed morning.
Blessed morning. Seasons
Welcome back.
greetings. Welcome
I
back.
want to come in a full white, but I never want
You want blending at the
You may have
coach?
blending with the
No,
coach.
well, the dance is an all white, so
Oh.
I just want it, but I never want to do my suit for tomorrow.
Ooh,
you know what?
that's fair enough.
We
fair
understand.
enough.
Just-
But you know, the contrast with the green, it look
Yeah,
Christmassy,
yeah,
so we like it. But how can you tell us a little bit before we get into the actual music and dance? How is the feeding program going?
Well, right now school is shut, so I made a try do, but it could still happen because I get a few calls for some people for getting some food stuff. But I not like, best thing I not say not much about it because then I don't want people bomb rush and think like things they happen like that, you know. But really and truly, my only message for the Christmas, food over toys for me, for family, you know. I feel like food go a long way than giving. I mean, kids, you can't tell them that because to the end of the day, but I watch my daughter get one toys 2 days time. That
It's broken
knock
up,
bout her
cast
already.
aside.
Yeah.
But food, you give somebody a 5 pound of rice, a couple pound of beans, and so, I think then it last on 2-3 days, and the food you did talk.
Yeah, and you know this based on the communities that you serve and the need that they have.
Yeah.
You know, this isn't your first initiative raising funds for your personal cause in helping the less fortunate kids in particular.
Yeah, I remember, and I know self-praise, years back, probably over 10, 12 years, I come on TV, one of the first one who decide to give food during end time. I never forgot it. I don't remember who I'll cover the story with me, but that was always my thing. Like, instead I give one family one gift, the best gift. Well, at the talk family in need, you give them food, you know what I'm saying? That's my thing.
I agree, and I think that that's why every time you decide to do, a tribute to a particular artist, I love that the proceedings go towards your program.
Part of it always after your clear bills, but these smaller dance not really generate the kind of
funds that you would
funds,
need.
meaning like you do there and basically I need access sponsoring for it. I just spend, make all this something of it and share all the part of it with the community. But for events like their work where you could do more, you need more people to support it, you understand? But people they come, it's just that, you know, I know really they push like that, and they out there again like that and thing, you know, because I under a lot of lead pressure too. And thing, you know, dealing with the community for years, he put on toll for you, and then the demands always there. Somebody always knock the gate or holler for you.
How do you keep this up? We were just having a conversation this
thinking of that
morning
too.
about, you know, the backlash of persons that try to do right by their community and they can't satisfy everybody.
I bother you for certain people, but it also, you're getting a little frustration when you the out there they try hard. For instance, you have some mothers where they know the support they give for me. And sometimes I'm in a situation where I just want to leave hand for do something for the same fundraising, but I have to hire somebody where they look forward to get paid. And of course, that me too, so you want to help, but sometimes it do get you frustrated, like you wonder if it's worth it all because you put so much into it, and then every time I do an event, like I have a lot of young guys that come to my gate, they holler for me that I have to open to them and tell them, listen to me. You don't know me as my event done, but we know me there when I put. You make you remember the story when you remember the chicken will make it bread and then everybody want to eat. I feel like the people that will get support over the ads for me have to look into it to feel like so they can help me with so you understand.
Because you are really
because I know they get no like no
compensation,
no government
or a stipend.
Basically, that my hard work and my dedication.
And you're a one-man team.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I have few people who I call here and there to get things done, but the community have to understand, forget the support, then to have a support and say what they can help.
It's a community.
And it's a hard thing because you get frustrated. Like I tell you, me, I had to reach a stage now where like the same passion what I used to have, I kind of they lose it because of the demands and to keep up with that, you know. And I don't want somebody, sorry about this. I don't want somebody, I tired of like half a day out on the media, they beg and they try and things. So I try do events to try keep up with it, but at times it do get under your skin, you know?
But we're so happy and proud that you're still able to be here because you do care about your community. It shows that you care about
and the
community.
reason too I do things is just to open other people's eyes that listen, this problem there we still have to deal with it, but for those who have it, you know, just have it in your heart. This is the best time I give in, you know, Christmas time. Everybody, you know, like give in at the time, but when Christmas done, like Marga season, they come moments people still need assistance. You understand?
So let's talk about the event and the dance that will be happening tomorrow.
If God willing,
who is
and the
Otis
well,
Redding?
one of the greatest soul artists ever. Even for him, Christmas song, I know White Christmas. I mean, for my book, he is one of the greatest soul artists when it comes to them kind of music. Like them guys, they not just make music, get up and write. Them ballet music, that way they, how they live, where they see them friends. If you watch the documentary, it tell you, you know, he listen to where his friends then go through with a woman, a man, and he put it in music, and it's so great. Just the 10th right here, December, is when he lost his life in the plane. Remember, he and the Barcades then gone down, crash in the 10th right here, and he was only 26. I don't think nobody on that plane there, 30, alone young musician and thing, you know. But I started with Otis Redding 3 years ago, and I had the all-white to it, and people love it. They come there, they want to hear the music, they want to dance to it. I used to even use the projector, but I don't want to do all of that due to why the weather with the hope work with quick, because I usually put up the big screening at the back of the yard and you say Otis on it, but we cut down on a lot of things due to we don't know exactly
what the weather will be like.
The beauty is I have downstairs the Belize Service League, whether the venue where we could shelter a couple hundred people, you know. But
what has the support been like over the years when it comes to events like Otis Redding and the many other tributes that you've hosted?
My two biggest events where people look forward every year, and that's the Lucky Dube, the Bob Marley, and the Ride. These other events, some people will tell me, like really younger, why you want to think with all the people I don't fit to eat.
No man, I think
but
young people love them too.
People love Bob Marley.
We have people who no Bob Marley like that. They talk about the league.
Yeah.
You have people who come in the late 30s, early 40s. I enjoy the dance because you might hear my ad with a hardcore soul or something, but we play really soca, really broke down, really punta, everything. It's just that when I feature an artist, because you want to get a whole soul session, Otis Redding music, so you want souls to that, you know. But with then guys then try up temp the thing, but we just make sure we keep it clean and the music, and then it grows. Sometimes it drops down, it grows, and you know.
But here's the thing, though, Miss Adara, I truly believe that you serve a population that want this type of entertainment, that feel like they don't have anything else too. When we think of the entertainment strips that are available, you know, around BTL Park area or any other social event, a lot of these older folks feel kind of like, you know, it's not my crowd, my people.
And I watch it. That's what you said are real, because I watch it Pana strip there. When you come to an event for me, you don't have to worry about the slackness of the music or nobody they harass you. I mean, you come in, you have table and chairs available, the service, I make sure bartenders and everybody be nice to the people. We make sure it clean, you understand? Thank I could knock forward, thank God for I was doing things out there, we never had a problem there.
And I think that's the big difference, like Sabrina mentioned, you know, sometimes you're out there, and personally, I am not somebody that is out all the time like that, so I would love a space where I could just sit, listen to the good music, listen to the good vibes, have good food, have good drinks, and maybe dance, you know.
And I always ask for two police where I know working me over the years, where know like my rule is, if you're come there, you're done, we talk real drunk, I know I make them let you eat. I don't care what money you have, because then we watch people where we send where for we get. Only go down the next time, next morning you look for Facebook that the same person you send away the fight.
And that's the next thing that
we don't want to come in at the area, because I try keep, even if you come in there and I say like you reach a stage where part you get
violent.
Not violent, just I would go to you and say, listen, calm yourself, or else you don't have to come outside. But we try keep the thing tight, because you could meet the nicest person, but when they put alcohol in the system, you would bow to
So for the event tomorrow, the timeless music and dance. So what are, I know you have, there are certain particulars, right? So it's an all-white
We ask people who could, who want, it's not a must, dress in all white, full white if possible, might win a gift. We charge a small entrance fee at $10. Of course, we got the great banks. This is a legend in our own way, and we use some system to provide the music. Nothing but great music all night. We start 9 p.m. and we go until 3. Of course, like I said, people would ask a man, why you choose a color? Like I say, you come in a white, if you are come in a black, you know, matter me. But
do people come in the dress code too?
Yes, and then when the majority in the color, they feel out of place. But
feel left out.
Tell you,
come in all white.
All white, that the dress code, and Come dressed nice with good behavior. Of course, wife now pick up one thing where she started to cook and go out there and make her ends, and people know they like the food, so they look forward to she for part of my event. You know?
So what's she gonna be cooking
food soup
tomorrow?
while they out there. Normally she try to do the regular rice, beans, it do pork,
chicken, beef,
cow food soup. You try mix up something again, a little oxtail with whatever. With
right now, this is what they call for a cow food soup.
Yes,
I had that yesterday, guys.
Ooh,
soup.
jealous.
But like I said, all roads leads to the Belize ex-service lead. Dara Cyber present tribute to Otis Redding 4th annual all white and dance.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Dara. And of course, we always look forward to you coming by and sharing this with us. And best of luck. We hope that everybody comes, and we hope that the weather
that's so. We hope that in a good hand. And my message again, give one family in need food over toys.
All right, that's a great way to wrap up the show this morning. We want to say a huge thank you to all of our guests who joined us, but especially you guys for tuning in with us. It is Friday, December 13th.
It is.
And if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday. And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oie@channel5belize.com.
And of course, you can catch our live stream every day on Facebook at Open Your Eyes BZ,
as well as Instagram for behind the scenes contents at OYE Belize.
And of course, do us a favor and join us again on Monday when you open your eyes
and start your morning right.
Be sure to keep your eyes, your minds,
and your hearts open.
See you soon, Belize. Have a wonderful and safe weekend. Bye.
I used to know. Honey, it's where the treetops glisten. Little bitty children, they are trying to listen to hear for the sleigh bells that are ringing.